How could I have missed this? Hey guys, hope you're well. So I wanted to share something, right? And I wanted to share that one of the difficulties that you have when you have gone through a narcissistic relationship of any sort is, especially romantically, especially also when you're in it, also when you're outside, but you feel a lot of shame is not quite the word. It's just a lot of regret. You find yourself saying, how could I have missed this? You are so disappointed in your obvious poor judgment of relational character and all of this, because the side of it is so blatant, especially when it comes to things like the delusion, or when you're trying to talk to the person and the person is twisting your words and you're like, how could I have missed this? I think that this is one of the things that are so you really beat yourself up, because you cannot believe you can't even have a conversation. And now you have a normal conversation with someone, you can't really have it with this person, because for instance, let's say something happens and you're trying to discuss through with them, they're avoiding, they're twisting, they will tell what has happened, they're talking about something else. You can see sometimes you're like, are they intentionally doing it? But this is what your entire life is with them, especially when it comes to just something that on a normal day you will speak to another person and you guys will have clarity. Oh, okay, yeah, that was a mistake. They're so defensive, they're avoiding, so you're like, how did I miss this thing now? How did I miss it? And you're really so upset with yourself, because missing that means that you actually did not have the right conversations when you guys were dating. So you begin to ask yourself, so what were we even talking about when we were dating? Because this thing now forms like 80% of relationships. We need to have discussions about everything. So when you can't even have 10% discussion because the person is avoiding, they're telling you something else, or something will happen, it's like a magician bringing up something from the air, and it then causes you need to actually speak to other people just to know that you're sane, and you're not speaking to them about what's happening, but you're speaking to them just about other aspects of life, just so that your brain is still working. Because when you're in that confusion and all that, you're asking yourself, oh, is it me that is no longer, am I no longer understanding things, or like, or did I say, like, you're always asking yourself what's happening, is it my brain? And okay, another thing too was, I was with someone as well where any little thing, guys will be calling me blockhead. And number one, the first time he said it, I remember I was like, I just think this person is just mad, let me just ignore this person. But the person now did it a few more times, and I had to just tell him that, like, it's quite embarrassing that, like, if I didn't know, like, you must really be threatened by my strength, because you keep calling me something that I'm clearly not. Not only do I know that I'm not, but it's quite apparent to every other person that I'm not. But you want me to believe that this is what I am. And it's like, that's how it works. It's almost like they're intentionally trying to make you accept something. How can I accept that I'm a blockhead? I'm clearly not a blockhead. I'm really intelligent, like really, really smart. So it's like somebody telling someone who can sing, you can't sing, you sound like a toad. Person's like, what's in the worry this one? Me, I sing. Maybe you're telling to a savage. Yeah, maybe someone that she's dating a narcissist, that'll be telling her, hey, you can't sing, you sound like a crook, you sound like a... She'll just be like, just carry your mumu and be passed. Like, you just be wondering, what's in the worry? This one, that's how I used to look at the person then. I used to look at them with a lot of pity, a lot of how you're looking at your own person that is running mad, or you're like, hey, pity. I just wanted to share that aspect of just the regrets that comes, and the regret is like, you feel like, oh, my judgment was quite poor. Like, I was like, you feel like, you just feel like, I know to sabi. You own it that, no, I know to sabi. But anyway, we live, we learn, and yeah, we make mistakes, we get better. So yeah, I just want to say that.